The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. When we last left off, we did race 1, and Falco finished 4th, giving us 3 points for the driver and 3 points for the team. Certainly that's not going to be enough to carry us for the rest of the season, but it is certainly a good start. Make sure that we can get points. So the first thing I want to focus on, though, before we get too far into it, once the car repair is done, we want to work on improving some parts, and, well, that's interesting. It said the parts were done. I don't want to design a new part yet. We do lose $2 million per race. And looking at our sponsors, we do have 3 sponsors available for slot 6. That's what I'm talking about. So a $4 million upfront payment for 12 races. $4 million for 10, though. So it's just a question of, do we want our $4 million now, or do we want it over a period of time? And I think we want to build some parts. We want to make sure that we are good. I think the $4 million is awesome. Now, we can't blow the $4 million for sure, but that will allow us to build another part. And of course, looking at our graphs, the engine is very important and it needs to be elevated for sure. So does the gearbox, so does the brakes, so does the suspension, but we have average brakes. We can focus on one of these other parts here. Suspension would be easy. Rio de Janeiro, and most of these tracks rely on engine and gearbox, and I think that would be the best way to spend our money. And fuel efficiency improved. Don't really care about fuel efficiency, don't really care about reliability, but that will allow us to put that engine into service much quicker, which I am not certainly opposed to. We'll go ahead and build that engine part there, and we will, once the parts are improved, we will work on improving the reliability of Enrica's car, because in order to finish first you must finish, and all that good stuff. Just a card will do for our backup driver. All right, dodgy necks for how long? 8 weeks. So hang in there. That's fine. All right, continue. There's the car repair done. All right, car repair is done. Let's get Enrica's parts on the repair board for sure. Let's see, that's 40%. I kind of want to get Enrica's car stable and then work on all of that. So as far as performance goes, of course, we want to boost those brakes there. We want to boost that engine there. We want to boost that gearbox there, and looks like, I think that suspension there will be fine. But we'll work on Enrica's parts, try to get her to the point where she can finish the race as well. That way, if cars in front of us have issues, she'll just be able to pass them up, and Bob is your uncle. All right, continuing on through, do we have 3 sponsors? We do. Slot 1, our primary sponsor, so 11th, 12th, and 14th, and I think we can comfortably, consistently do 11ths. So that's not bad. We'll accept that offer for 300 grand per race. Boom. And then after next race, we get 2 more slots, slot 2 and slot 4. And then after that, we unlock slot 5 and then Northern Harbor. So we should be okay for money. We can float this for a bit. Let's go ahead and continue. We are working on scouting a driver who said they would be happy in working for us. We have a choice to make on deceleration. Oh, no, we don't. It's just Falco saying, hey, we need some new brakes. And I agree, Falco. Hold on to your britches. We will make new brakes eventually, in quotation marks. All right, there is the engine done. There's our scout, Tuevo Partinen. Okay, you're a 4-star potential, but you require a lot of money, but you're a pay driver, so half of your income. I don't think he's better than Enrica, but we will keep him highlighted just in case he wants to come on board. All right, not talking about us. Engine is built. All right, so engine. There is our brand new boy right there at 808. I think what we want to do is improve that engine if we can. And then once we have stable cars, we'll work on the reliability for these parts here. And it may be a thing where we only spend time with these two parts and get them really, really good, because base level, they're still better than the parts we currently have. So if we can put these guys up to 75, 80% repair, we should be good to continue on. All right, we are going to Rio de Janeiro. Yep. Let's do it. All right, so we are not going to leave Enrique at home. We are going to... Yep. Drivers who stay at home. Yeah, we're not keeping her at home. She's going to travel with us. That's fine. All right, sponsor select. Do we try to squeeze another 4th place out of this? I think we can. Or do we want to pay it? So 600 guaranteed thousand, or maybe 400,000. I think Deutsche Air shall be good. We'll lose a little bit of money here, but I've got a feeling that we might not do so hot here at Rio de Janeiro, and I don't want to throw away a guaranteed 600,000, because 11th, we can do that. He says as they crash and burn. All right, nice. So Enrique's parts are actually looking a little bit better than Falco's, which is interesting indeed. So Enrique shouldn't have to worry about pitting this race for part condition, which is awesome. I will see you after qualifying. Qualifying done, ladies and gentlemen, and would you take a look at that? We have swept the front row. Enrique, busted, broken, dodgy neck, sits on the pole, and her teammate Falco sits in second. And Enrique was 0.3 faster than Falco consistently. We got her car set up to 98%, so we're making it real easy on her to drive a good race here. I'm feeling kind of bad about those sponsor objectives now in hindsight, but the race is still young. We don't know how this is going to turn out, but weather-wise, track continues to dry, grip continues to increase, so far we don't have to worry about any rain. Qualifying was rainy, so it could be a thing. But we'll just go with a standard old yellow, neutral, and medium engine mode. Take care of the car as much as we can. We're not weight stripping yet. We're almost to the point where we can, but I don't want to risk dropping out of this race. So let's go ahead and start and see what we can do. Enrique with a 120.1, 20 laps for the race, 8 in the tank. Let's go ahead and go speed 2. And see what we can shake out here. Cars are really fast. I don't know who's going to be pushing. We've got those Ultra tires behind us coming. The back half, 11th on back to 20th, are going to be coming on brand new Super Soft, or Ultras. So we need to sort of watch for that. But I think Enrique can really hold her own here. As long as she can be like a rolling roadblock here against Sevilla, that would be good. In fact, I think we can push these tires just a little bit more, but we don't want to go pushing them too awful hard because we can't pit them on the same lap, and they're basically identical as far as tire wear goes and as far as fuel goes. So we'll have to extend one further out, and I think that will be Lara that we're going to go one lap further in. Falco's doing okay. He's holding his own in 6th. We'll just try to keep in the points. That's going to be our ultimate goal. And if I remember correctly, looking at this camera view, it reminds me that I think this race last year, we had a really good race. So hopefully we can continue that trend. We'll be harvesting a lot of energy here. We bought the best battery box for our money. It starts off with some charge and it harvests the absolute best. Under braking. All right, looks like the tires are up to temperature now. We don't want to push them any harder or blister them, get them into the red. And let's just let this race tick on. Once we get past lap 4, it'll be a 2-stop race. We need to go to 16 laps to go to split that run in half. So I want to go deeper into this first run. That way we don't have to spend a whole lot of time on pit road filling up 8 laps worth of fuel, you know, which is the entire tank. So I don't want to do that. But Enrica is holding well. All things considered, we're around like-minded ultra soft tires as far as the grip levels go, and Enrica is actually putting on a show, trying to get past second place here. Sevilla really putting some pressure on. I do like to see that. On the inside, Enrica, and she used all of her boosts, but we should harvest that back. And Enrica is looking like a woman possessed here. You know, for those interviews that say which one of your drivers is better, I might have to say Enrica, because even broken, she's running at an 8.7 form and doing really well. And Falco's enjoying his day too with a 9.6. So Falco, you know, it helps to have a good handling car, and that's what we got here. Most importantly, the good handling cars. Down to 14 laps to go this time by. We're definitely within the 2-stop window, but I want to go just a few more laps in, probably one more with Falco and 2 more for Enrica. We'll leave Enrica out just a little bit longer. And then Falco, we could probably pit you next time by. We'll do that so Enrica isn't really cutting it too awful close, and we'll get on those super soft tires. Fill up as much as we can. Park conditions should be good. No need for the battery. We'll do a nice balanced pit stop here. And that'll set us up well for Enrica to pit the next time by. So I'll go ahead and push these tires a bit. See if we can get into that 2.5 second gap and use up all of these tires for our own devices. It almost looks like she keeps running wide there, and I don't like it. It freaks me out all the time. All right, Enrica, go ahead and head on by. Pit next time for your super soft tires. Fill up as much as you can. Parts are looking good. This is exactly what I planned for Enrica to not have to worry about coming in for part repair. Jack is on. Fuel is going in. Down and away. Good job, Falco. So he rejoins the race in 13th with really good tires. He's second place to the ones that have pitted already, which is good to see. Let's go ahead and go neutral here. We don't want Laura's tires going down to 0. And she chopped a half second off. I mean, not bad at all. Here she comes down on pit road. No mistakes, boys. Let's do it. Jack is up. Tires are on. Fuel going in. Down and away. Enrica. And she comes out right in front of her teammate Falco, who sits 4th and 5th. So this is what I'm talking about here. We are 2nd and 3rd on the cars that have already pitted. So this is a battle for the lead. The leader's right there in 3rd, Bergman, who is definitely chewing up his tires in this run. All right, Falco tries to get passed here by Sevilla. Sevilla is one of those teammates, the gold teammates there. Oh, come on, Enrica, don't get blocked by 2nd place. So Partanen came out, blocked Enrica. She didn't go around, unfortunately. We are harvesting a lot of battery here. No, Falco, I don't want you to get past Laura. I want you both to ride right where you're at. Maximum points day is what we're after, and if we can snag a win, even better. There goes Falco to the outside. Falco, do not put yourself in a bad position trying to pass Laura, in which you give up a spot to Cruz. That would not be in our best interest, good sir. Now, if you can get past Laura cleanly, all power to you. But I don't think Laura's going to give it up so easy. She's got something to prove. Falco on the outside. He may set her up here. I tell you, a very spirited battle between the team cars here. Enrica Lara and Falco Engelhardt really pushing here. Falco's got the right, but it looks like mostly left turns on this road course. So Falco's going to have to get his nose on the left-hand side. A pass for 4th, so Cruz put on the booster. So our team cars are going to have to fight back. So Cruz and Bergman, our team cars, right up here up front. So are we. I mean, our team cars are doing pretty good. I'm not going to lie. We're starting to get into the heated tire range, but that's fine. We're definitely going to have to pit for fuel, I think, before these tires give up. And Falco is definitely faster than Lara, but I don't want to give team orders here. I'm not the team order type person. So we are within our fuel window right now. We could pit this time by, but I kind of want to split this run into 2. We ran 8 laps, and then we're already doing 4 with 8 more to go. So in 4 laps time, we'll split it in 2. Let's see, so we pitted on lap 8. We are going to 20. So that is 12 laps, so 6. Yeah, we should pit this time, I think, for Falco. That way we can get the most out of the tires and not have to pit so long for fuel. I think that is a good legitimate strategy. We'll put on our super soft tires. We'll fill up. 6.75, 8 seconds on pit road. And then we'll pit Enrica next time by, because everyone will have to come down at least one more time. So we're minimizing the time we are going to be on pit road here. Falco is really trying against Lara. It's good that we can pull Falco away here. All right, Lara, go ahead and pit for your last super softs. There you go, 7 seconds. Hold that engine, please. So Lara will pit this time. Tires are on, 6 and 7. Falco is down and away. So that's it. Falco is off of pit road. He is an 8th. He is the second car that's made their second pit stop. So Falco is looking very good. He can just ride for the rest of the race here and see where we shake out. I know the tire deg is really bad, but guess what? You're pitting this time, you don't have to worry about that. The leader, Partanen, is really going deep on these ultra soft tires. They may be trying to split ultras. 5 and 6, down and away. Enrica gets out in front of Falco, and we settle pretty much exactly where we were. Nose to tail here. Enrica has better tires than Falco. It's just a matter of these guys pitting. We're going to chew into their lead if we can. That way we can sort of pass them on pit road. So 4 laps to go. Partanen may be trying to make it on one stop entirely, which would be impressive. Definitely not what we want to see. They've almost got, a half a lap lead on everybody. No, your engine is fine there, Lara. No need to freak out about it. Falco is setting his best personal sector. I may tell Enrica to let Falco go if Falco gets to a rear bumper. But I mean, we're fine kind of where we are. They're not holding each other up, I don't believe. Yeah, second place is already pitted. Partanen put on ultra softs, which makes sense. 3 laps to go. But our performance was on these super softs. So Rodriguez is trying to stretch it. If we can turn both of these guys up as far as tire wear is concerned, we might be able to chew into that gap, but it's 6 seconds. We're going to have to do a whole lot of work here or hope Rodriguez comes. All right, car on pit road. We're going to shoot on by. There's another spot we gained. 4th and 5th now with 2 laps to go and 5 seconds behind Rodriguez. I know your parts are starting to struggle, but there's only 2 laps to go. Rodriguez is on rims. Rodriguez is going to have to pit. There is no way. We're down to a 4-second gap. Rodriguez is about to blow up. Massive tire wear. Push the tires as much as you can. Overtake mode on the engine. Let's go. Get around him. Eat my dust, Raphael. Now, I don't know if we can chew 6 seconds out. We'll keep a high going here, but we're not in the red. So 3rd and 4th, sitting pretty. Partanen and Bergman. Sevilla is trying to come up. This is a very good points day for us. We're pushing hard. Yes, indeed. This race turned out very well for us. Enrica with a 3rd, Falco with a 4th. So a podium finish and a car right behind her. If we got the fastest lap of the race, bonus 2, that would be massive. So looking at the team cars, Partanen and Sevilla 1st and 7th. The purples were 2nd and 5th. So I believe this was a really good day for our team. A good money day. We should have taken that sponsor objective for 4th place, but I didn't want to chance it. But that track lends itself well to our racing style for sure. I really enjoy Rio de Janeiro. Now, fastest lap was Partanen, but we did gain 7 points there as a team. Enrica is on the board as far as driver goes. So 6 and 4, 16 and 18 points back. So 4th and 5th, Lara gets on the board with some points. And as far as our team goes, we're 12 points back of Hammer and Spartan. Can't argue with that. Very happy with that finish. Once we get like our engine upgraded and our gearbox upgraded and we start really putting on some better parts, we're going to be a threat for this championship, I believe. Now, that's just me talking now, but there was only one mechanical issue from the AI that race at all. So, I mean, that, you know, we did the work for sure. Of course, Chairman is happy. 2.1 million in the bank. We can go 8 more races, but we do have a few sponsors that are waiting in the wings here that we can sign in between. And our next race looks to be Australia. Yes, indeed, Sydney, where the tire wear is high and the fuel burn is medium. So we'll probably be on softs, and Falco has a perk that soft tires wear more slowly, which would really benefit us as far as this race is concerned. Looks like a wet practice in qualifying. Lara denies Englehart the pole. Car condition update, interview, accept. Nope. Hold up my hands. So marketability, right before we sign the new sponsors, of course. Pit crew in a hard-fought win. But that is going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week for the Sydney Grand Prix, where hopefully we can continue our good runs. Take care.